He wouldn't let his son near the flower bed. His son didn't understand why yet. Marcus Okafor had spent 14 years as a landscaper, which meant he thought he knew his own backyard better than anyone. Every plant, every drainage angle, every patch of shade, he'd designed most of it himself. So when Scout, their 3-year-old golden retriever, started blocking his 5-year-old son Journey from the same corner of the yard near the hydrangeas, Marcus assumed it was simple resource guarding over a buried toy. The first time, Scout stood up on his hind legs, planting both front paws lightly against Journey's chest, gently but firmly redirecting him away from the flower bed, toward the open lawn. Journey laughed, thought it was a new game, tried to go around. Scout cut him off again. He probably buried something over there, Marcus told his wife that evening. It was a reasonable explanation. Scout had buried things there before. It happened again the next day, and the day after that, same corner, same behavior, same insistence. Except now, Scout wasn't just blocking. He was staring fixed at a specific patch of mulch near the base of the hydrangeas, with an intensity that made Journey stop laughing and start asking questions Marcus didn't have good answers to. By the third day, Marcus's professional instincts kicked in, but in the wrong direction. He'd landscaped for over a decade and had never once seen a dog behave this way over buried treasure. He started to wonder if Scout was developing some kind of territorial issue that needed correcting. A behavioral problem, not an environmental one. He'd nearly decided to call a trainer. Instead, on the 4th morning, he knelt down where Scout had been staring and moved the mulch aside himself, more out of curiosity than concern. Coiled against the cool soil at the base of the hydrangeas was a copperhead, still and camouflaged against the mulch color, positioned almost exactly where Journey liked to crouch looking for pill bugs. Marcus called animal control immediately. The technician who relocated the snake mentioned, almost in passing, that dogs frequently detect snakes through scent and subtle ground vibration well before any visual cue is available to a human standing upright. Sometimes days before the snake becomes visually apparent even to someone looking directly at the spot. He wasn't guarding a buried toy, the technician said. He'd been clocking that thing since it arrived. He just didn't have a way to tell you, except by getting in the way. If you stay for stories about what animals sense before we do, you're exactly where you should be. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Marcus thought about those 3 days differently after that. Scout planting himself on his hind legs, not playing, blocking a path to something he already knew was there. Scout's fixed stare at that one patch of mulch, not obsession, surveillance. 14 years of landscaping experience had taught Marcus how to read a garden. It hadn't taught him how to read his own dog. And for 3 days, that gap nearly cost his son a very different kind of afternoon. Has your dog ever refused to let your child near a specific spot outside, for reasons that made no sense until they suddenly did? Tell us in the comments. These stories deserve to be heard. Scout still checks that corner of the yard every morning. Out of habit more than anything now, Journey has learned to trust the redirection without needing to understand it, tugging Scout's collar toward the open lawn the second the dog even glances toward the hydrangeas. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one, because the next story on this channel involves a dog who wouldn't leave a sleeping baby's crib for an entire night, and what her mother found in the morning changed how that family sleeps forever.